Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Skyrim. Yeah, last episode went a little bit longer than intended, but oh well, what can you do? This episode, well, I guess between last episode and now, I have actually skilled up a little bit more stuff, and I have spent 2 of my perks. Over in the smithing arena, we are now at smithing 70. I think we ended last episode at 67, so I just had to get a few more levels. So I have gone over and I have collected, or not collected, I have unlocked advanced armors, and I also unlocked glass smithing, so this is pretty cool. So I was looking at the armor that I'm currently wearing. Whoops, that's the wrong button. That is also the wrong button. I was looking at the armor that I'm currently wearing, and it's a Thieves Guild armor that I have upgraded quite a lot, but if you look at some of these pieces like the hood, it's an armor rating of 40, and the prices, the bonus that it gives me is prices in shops are 15% better. Well, that's not something that I, really need to wear all the time. This is like, a situational piece. I go to a shop, put this on, that I can sell stuff. Lock picking, same kind of a deal. So yeah, while this is decent armor and I've upgraded it, I think I want to try and get some better armor. So I've done a lot of stuff. I got the smithing skill up. I unlocked the glass smithing. I've bought materials needed to make glass armor. So let's check this out. So if I go to glass, yeah, this stuff looks pretty cool. The armor rating is 77 on just the chest plate. That's before upgrading it at all. So I think this will probably end up being pretty good once I upgrade it. Do I want to create this? Hold on a second. So this is 3 leather strips, 1 piece of leather, 4 refined macolites, I think that's how you pronounce it, and 2 refined moonstone. So yeah, I've got some of this stuff. So that's going to take half of that material there. There's some other good stuff here, like I was thinking maybe I should get the glass sword. That only requires 1 of those, some leather strips, and a refined moonstone. I was thinking maybe I should make Karliya a better weapon. So like the glass battle axe, for instance, that looks pretty sweet. It is kind of expensive. Let's see, what else do we have here? I could make myself a glass helmet. That's an armor of 30. But again, that's before being upgraded. So I think the body gives me 20 more carry weight. So that, again, is kind of a situational piece. If I need that extra carry weight, I can always throw that on. But for, like, battling and things, I think I want the better armor rating armor. So, glass boots. Yeah. Tell you what, let's just go ahead. Let's do the glass armor. Let's make this. This looks like the most expensive piece. Okay, so that is done. And let's see what I can improve it to. Excuse me, Lydia.
Good pieces out here if you're
okay, so on the workbench, this goes from 77 to 103. That is awesome. But it requires 1 of that refined macrolite ore. So
got that honor. Man, steel
I think that is pretty good. 103. Let's go ahead and craft that up. Yep. Nice. And smithing skill increase. Okay, so let's see. The current body that I am wearing right now is 79. And now we're going to go up to 103, so that is pretty good. I like that. I should also look at doing enchantments and putting enchantments on this stuff, since I could, make it a little bit better. So let's see what else we have.
Father, he's the steward up at Dragon's Reach.
Actually, let's look at the sword that I have right now. I can't remember. That blade sword is what? This is a damage of 41, and that's been improved. So if I make a glass sword, that is 28, not improved. I'm not sure how much this is actually going to improve, but let's just go ahead and get this anyway. If nothing else, I'll give it to Lydia. Okay, so glass sword.
I help my father in more ways than people realize.
All right. Oh, I can't do it here. I have to do it over on this thing. Okay, so glass sword goes from 28 to 43, and the blade sword was what? 41? Okay, so it's just a little bit better. So I guess there's really no reason to have the blade sword anymore, since this one will be better. So let's go ahead and improve that. Yep. Awesome. Okay. So let's go and favorite that and put it on the quick thing. Where is it at? Yeah, this Nightingale blade. I checked this out. I tried improving this. I need ebony smithing in order to do that, and that means I have to go up the other side past orcish smithing, and I think it requires 80 or something, 80 smithing level. So I'm probably just gonna store this Nightingale blade. So the glass sword, let's favorite that. Let's equip it. Let's go to the quick menu. And where is it? We're gonna put this on number 1. Okay, let's get out of that. And in fact, I want to unfavorite the blade sword. Okay, so now we have a better sword. Ooh, that thing looks pretty sweet. Yep, I like that. Okay. I'm gonna have to go around and purchase some more of that raw material, I think, from these smithers around. Maybe I should go do that. I don't know, but I kind of want to save my money. This stuff is getting kind of expensive. I started with 13,000, and now I'm down to 9,000. So I don't really want to waste all of my money. I think the next thing I want to do is purchase the house here. So let's go over to, was it Dragon's Reach? I gotta go find what's his name so I can purchase the house. Yeah, Dragon's Reach. Let's just fast travel there. Yeah, I want to get the stuff out of that barrel, put it into like someplace where that's actually mine. I keep coming back to that barrel every once in a while just to make sure it hasn't been wiped. It's, it hasn't been wiped yet. All the inventory's still there, but I keep hearing that it could be erased, so I want to make sure that doesn't happen. So I need to find, I can't remember who it was. Oop, there's what's her name. I think this guy was out here on the Great Porch or something the last time I tried looking for him so I could buy the Breezehome. Let's see if he's still out here. I think it's that guy right there in front of me. Okay, so let me talk to you.
The Jarl is,
I would like to purchase a house in the city.
Splendid. There's a house available right now.
I'll take it.
Wonderful. Here's the key to your new home.
Awesome. Okay. Oh, I got an achievement unlocked. Key to Breezehome added for him, so I could bite run home decorating guide added. Okay, I don't know what that's all about, but obviously I can decorate the house, so I will have to figure out what we can do with that. I've never purchased a house in Skyrim before, so this is the first time. Down these stairs. Yeah, let's go check out that house. That's pretty cool. I think it's the house that's right next to War Maiden, so I can just fast travel back to Whiterun and be pretty much right at the house. Okay, so let's do that. Let's fast travel right to Whiterun. And I believe it's this house right here, right? I think so. Breezehome. Let's check it out. Completed. Visit Breezehome, your new house. There's cobwebs. That's awesome. This place is like all dusty. Yeah, we're gonna need some spring cleaning in here. Okay, what's upstairs? This is kind of a rundown house. Now I know there's also the download content that I have, that I can build my own house. So that will probably be something I'll look at next. Ooh, there's food here. I wonder how long that's been been there. Anything in the end table? Tinkered wooden bowl. Got a bed. How quaint. There's a sack under there with potatoes. Okay, very nice, very nice. So now, ooh, I suppose that's where a fire is gonna go, right? Maybe. I don't know. That's what it looks like. So I think the next thing I need to do is empty out my barrel and put it in that chest inside. And I'll get that done and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I just got done moving all the stuff from my barrels over here inside the house. And then I decided to go check out the general store over there, and I found out that they were selling a ring. And this is a ring of eminent smithing. Weapons and armor can be improved 20% better. So I had to buy it. And with that, I ended up buying a whole bunch of other things and improving all of Lydia's armor, improving all mine. I was able to improve my stuff to epic status, which is pretty cool. I couldn't upgrade the Thieves Guild armor any further. I don't know why not, but yep, I wasn't able to upgrade that. Let's see. My weapon, my glass sword, is now epic, so a damage of 47, which is really sweet. And yeah, I think that's about it. Like I said, I upgraded all of Lydia's stuff. Let's look
right
at her
behind you.
stuff real quick.
I am sworn
So
to carry
she
your
is
burdens.
wearing Dwarven Armor Epic. Armor of 69, which isn't too bad. 36 on that one. Yeah, she's doing... I mean, I could upgrade her armor further and give her all glass stuff. That's eventually what's going to happen, but for now, it's not too bad. And then this Elven Battle Axe is only a damage 31, which is quite surprising since it's a two-handed weapon. The glass sword that I have right now is like way better than that, right? Yeah, 47, so,
Lead, I'll follow.
She definitely could use some better weapons and armor and things like that, but I am running low on money, down to 1,000 after purchasing that house, and yeah, so I think for now we're just going to try and make some money.
Shop at the market.
So
I'm sure we've
the
got
next thing
something.
that I want to do, I want to go up to the Greybeards. There's a quest that I didn't complete a while ago, and this was to return the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. So let's go to High Hrothgar. Let's try and complete that quest. I think that should finish up my Unrelenting Force shout, if I remember correctly. So let's go up here and get this done. It'd be nice to have that 3-part shout completely done. Okay, so I just need to talk to this guy right here.
Ah, you've retrieved the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Well done. You have now passed all the trials.
Nice.
Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn.
Okay, let's get this
You are ready
done.
to learn the final word of Unrelenting Force. Da, which means push.
Okay.
With all 3 words, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely.
Nice.
Master Hrothgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da.
Awesome.
You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you.
Okay.
Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready.
I don't know if Lydia's ready.
Indra Crossis Saran Strundul Oth Ibala Klo Bran Now Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Nice. Okay, so there is... Am I done with the quests over here? I don't know. Yeah, this just goes back out to Skyrim. So am I supposed to talk to these guys again?
Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn.
What was that ceremony? What was that ceremony all about? Were you shouting at me?
We spoke the traditional words of greeting to a Dragonborn who has accepted our guidance. The same words were used to greet the young Talos when he came to High Hrothgar before he became the Emperor Tiber Septim.
What did you actually say?
Ah, I sometimes forget you are not versed in the dragon tongue as we are. This is a rough translation. Long has the storm crown languished, with no worthy brow to sit upon. By our breath we bestow it now to you, in the name of Kine, in the name of Shor, and in the name of Atmora of old. You are Ysmir now, the dragon of the north. Hearken to it.
Huh. So what else do we have here? Okay, so who was Jürgen Windcaller?
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
So what is the way of the voice?
The voice was a gift of the goddess Kynareth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kynareth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
I will try and follow the way of the voice then.
That is commendable. But remember, the dragon blood is itself a gift of Akatosh. Do not try to deny that gift. Your destiny requires you to use your voice. Why else would Akatosh have bestowed this power upon you? If you remember to use your voice in service to the purpose of Akatosh, you will remain true to the way.
Alright.
Sky, guard you.
So we have the new shout. Let's try it out real quick. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that gives it like a strong knockback effect, like it'll push enemies away. So that'll be very, very useful. Okay, good thing that I went and I grabbed that. So... Right, so we're just out here at the top of Hrothgar. Or, yeah, right out here. Okay, so there's another thing that I wanted to do. Let's look at the map. I think it was over the Thieves Guild. Yeah, I need to go bring the unusual gem to Vex at the Thieves Guild, and then I need to meet Karliya at the Ragged Flagon to continue on with the Thieves Guild's quests. So let's fast travel to the Thieves Guild and get this going. Why can I not open this? I've been through this way many times before. Huh. That is weird. I don't know why I'm not allowed in there. I've been in there before. Okay, so how do I get back in there? I have to go down the rat way or something? That's fun. Alright, well I will meet you guys there. Alright guys, here we are down in the Thieves Guild, the Ragged Flagon area. So there's Karliya. Let's talk to her.
I'm glad you're here. I think some of these people are beginning to suspect who I am. Are you ready to face the guild?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Keep your eyes open. I'm not sure what to expect when we enter the cistern.
Follow Karliya. Okay, so I think Vex is probably in the cistern too. I don't see him around anywhere. So yeah, let's just follow Karliya. This might get interesting. Come on, you walk so slow. Pick up the pace. Go on.
The time for talk has passed. We must hurry.
Okay, so it looks like that must be Vex. He's got an arrow on his head, and it looks like he has a dagger out, and there's people waiting here, so this might get ugly.
You better have a damn good reason to be here with that murderer.
Please, lower your weapons so we can speak. I have proof that you've all been misled.
No tricks, Karliya, or I'll cut you down where you stand. Now what's this so-called proof you speak of?
I have Gallus's journal. I think you'll find its contents disturbing.
Let me see. No, it can't be. This can't be true. I've known Mercer too long.
It's true, Brynjolf. Every word. Mercer's been stealing from the guild for years, right under your noses.
There's only one way to find out if what the lass says is true. Delvin, I'll need you to open the vault.
Wait just a blessed moment, Bryn. What's in that book? What did it say?
It says Mercer's been stealing from a vault for years. Gallus was looking into it before he was murdered.
How can Mercer open up? Vault that
wrong
needs
button.
2 keys. It's impossible. Could he pick his way in?
That door has the best puzzle locks money can buy. There's no way it can be picked open.
He didn't need to pick the lock.
What's she on about?
Use your key on the vault, Delvin. We'll open it up and find out the truth.
I've used my key, but the vault's still locked up tighter than a drum. Now use yours.
ID8. It's gone. Everything's gone. Get in here, all of you.
Everything's gone. Oh wow, look at that.
The gold, the jewels, it's all gone.
We still got cabbage though. I'm gonna take it. You had cabbage.
That son of a bitch. I'll kill him.
Vex, put it away, right now. We can't afford to lose our heads. We need to calm down and focus.
Do what he says, Vex. This ain't helping right now.
Fine. We do it your way. For now.
Delvin, Vex, watch the flagon. If you see Mercer, come tell me right away.
Okay, so I've completed follow Karliya. I need to speak to Brynjolf now. I want to
Brynjolf,
speak to Vex
Let me
too.
guess. He just plucked you off the street,
Whatever, dude.
you into the thick of things.
Yeah, let me
without
talk
telling
to
you
her.
which way is up.
If I see Frey, I'll pluck his eyes from his skull with my bare hands.
Oop, I don't want to be on your bad side ever. Is this unusual gem worth anything?
Been a while since I've seen one of those. What you've got there is a stone of Baron Zaya.
Is it worth anything?
Not like that, it isn't. The stone was pried off of Baron Zaya's ceremonial crown by a thief in order to cover his tracks.
How many of these are there?
I think there were 24 in all. Most people keep them as a curiosity. Some of the guild members have tried to locate them over the years, but they haven't been successful. Well, until now.
You sure you won't buy it?
Look, I only buy things I can turn around quickly for a profit. And no one wants these stones unless they have the whole set.
Ah.
Tell you what, if you find the rest of them, talk to me again. Otherwise, keep it. Maybe it'll bring you luck.
Okay, so I need to recover 22 more of those unusual gems. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it.
These jobs aren't gonna finish themselves, you know.
All right, let's talk to Brynjolf and see what he has to say.
Look, before I help you track Mercer down, I need to know what you learned from Karliya. I mean, everything.
Mercer killed Gallus, not Karliya.
I feared that was the case. From that last entry in Gallus's diary, it looks like he was getting close to exposing Mercer to the guild. Anything else?
Gallus, Karliya, and Mercer were nightingales? No, Gallus, Karliya, and Mercer were nightingales.
What? Nightingales? But I always assumed they were just a tale. A way to keep the young footpads in line. Was there anything else she told you?
Karliya was behind Golden Glow and Hunting Brew.
Trying to make Mercer look bad in front of Maven, eh? Clever lass. Was there anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Then I have an important task for you. I need you to break into Mercer's home and search for anything that could tell us where he's gone.
He has a house in Riften?
Aye. A gift from the Blackbriars after they kicked the previous family out. Place called Riftweald Manor. He never stays there, just pays for the upkeep on it. Hired some lout by the name of Vold to guard the place.
I'll take care of it.
Be careful, lad. This is the last place in Skyrim I'd ever want to send you. Just find a way in, get the information and leave. And you have permission to kill anyone that stands in your way.
Mm-hmm. So what's the best way to get to Riftweald Manor?
Good question. I've only set foot inside a few times myself, and that was in Mercer's company. If you can get past his trained watchdog, I think your best bet might be the ramp to the second-floor balcony in his backyard.
I don't suppose a ramp is easy to access.
No. It's some sort of crazy contraption Mercer commissioned for quick escapes. I'd wager a well-placed shot at the ramp's mechanism would lower it in a hurry.
Uh-huh. So what's missing from the vault?
Better question would be, what did he leave? Mercer took everything. Even all of our plans are gone.
Plans for what?
Before Mercer took over, Gallus started collecting every bit of material he could on locations the Guild could heist. Museums, keeps, estates, you name it. By the time Mercer took over the Guild, we must have had a few dozen.
How could he have opened the vault door alone?
I don't have a clue. That door is impenetrable. Without 2 keys, it's impossible to open. I have a key, Delvin has a key, and Mercer has a key. That's it. There are no other copies.
You mentioned a watchdog?
Good question.
Whoa, hey.
I've only set foot inside a few times myself.
And
that was in Mercer's company. I can't believe this is happening, lad.
Okay, you mentioned a watchdog? Let me see if I can actually click it this time.
That'd be Vold. A real piece of work, that one. Mercer's holding something over his head, keeping him loyal. Talk to Vex. She used to know him very well, if you catch my meaning.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I think...
Careful at Mercer's place. I don't want to lose anyone else to that madman.
Alright, so I think we are ready to go on to the next quest, but looking at the time, I'm pretty sure we are out of time for this episode. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Those guys are like still... What's the deal with you guys?
I never saw this coming. I thought we were just having a run of bad luck.
Alright, I was just wondering why they had their weapons out. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and continue this next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.